Fix-It Felix Jr. is a new arcade-style old-school game based on the upcoming Disney movie called Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph is a 3D animated movie by Walt Disney Studios. It is due out in theaters on November 2nd, 2012. It is directed by Rich Moore, who has worked on series like The Simpsons and Futurama, among other things, and it stars Sarah Silverman and John C. Reilly as some of the main cast in the movie. The story of the movie really starts off with Wreck-It Ralph. He is the main villain in Fix-It Felix Jr., an arcade game from the 80s, and he has a change of heart. He wants to become a good guy. So he leaves the game and goes on an adventure, joining other games in the modern era, trying to find himself. And in doing so, he runs into various characters from other well-known games. For example, in the trailer, Bowser's in the scene, Zangief, there's Ghost from the Pac-Man. I did watch the trailer, and it really impressed me in how many different various characters and licenses they were able to get for this movie. It reminded me of one of my favorite movies of all time called Who Framed Roger Rabbit. In that movie, they had the licenses to various cartoon characters, including Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, all in the same movie. And this is almost reminding me of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit for video games. To help promote the movie, Disney actually released a Flash game available on their website. I'll put a link below. In this game, it reminds me of a mix between Wrecking Crew, Donkey Kong, and even Rampage a little bit. And the game is actually surprisingly really, really fun. The story and gameplay are really easy to understand. You're Fix-It Felix, you're trying to repair these windows that Wreck-It Ralph is destroying on this building. In doing so, you have to avoid these bricks that he'll drop down on you. You have to avoid ducks that fly by. And there's various panels throughout each portion of the building as well that you watch out for you can't pass. The game gets progressively harder and more difficult as the game goes on. There's more windows to repair. There's more panels you got to watch out, and walls and barriers. It's almost like a puzzle. There's a lot of strategy involved later on to figure out where to go. The ducks will fly faster. The bricks will fall faster on you too. But there's pies that you can collect that if you're down a life will give you an extra life and 1,000 points. So that's very helpful. Although the pies later on, they're a lot less common later on in later stages. Overall, I really recommend this game. If you're a big fan of classic arcade games, this game is really easy to catch on and you'll really enjoy it. Disney has already announced that they'll be releasing a Wreck-It Ralph video game for all Nintendo platforms, including the DS, the 3DS, and the Wii when the movie is released. And that's going to be more of a platforming game. It's going to be different than this one. I really can't wait till the movie comes out, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Happy gaming.